Good morning. It's Janelle coming to you again from my lovely porch outside. Having my morning coffee in my, morning hair. We're going to wait for Facebook to catch up with us. It's a little steamy out here. It's going to rain again today. Good morning. I'm about to do a daily video this morning, waiting for Facebook to kind of catch up with us. It's nice and peaceful this morning, but it's going to rain. So I'm going to give Facebook a couple more minutes to catch up, and then we're going to go. I'm playing around with timing, so I may end up doing one video around 5 o'clock. Probably today on my actual Janelle Hoyland friend page, my personal page. Okay, so one of the things that I've been playing around with, hence the title, is words and how we choose to use them. Both what we listen to and what we decide to speak about. One of the things that I notice a lot when I'm listening to people or having conversation is a lot of our conversation is geared around the complaint. Or if it's not the complaint, it's usually around talking about something that is not relevant to us. It's not a personal situation, i.e. meaning gossip. So what that does is, one, it puts out the energy of negative into our lives, therefore attracting more negative. But it's also hugely, and this is what we don't get, it's hugely disempowering to you as the person that is choosing that language or complaining or gossip, whichever one you're choosing. And what happens is when you put that out into the world, you're lowering your vibration, you're lowering the amount of joy, the amount of passion, the amount of creative energy, all of those things. You're lowering your energy, so then that doesn't come back to you. Part of this is about learning how to speak power into your life. Speak power into your life. So choosing your words wisely and choosing what you're going to pay attention to and what you're not is huge. So what happens is, yes, words are words. They don't put power, they don't have power behind them unless you put meaning behind them. Well, that's the problem. We put meaning and intention around whatever we're speaking. So what we do, in a sense, is disempower our lives, ourselves, and all the people around us. When conflict comes up for me, whether it's conflict inside of a situation, or let's say someone's not understanding me, they have a different opinion, whatever it is, I honor their opinion, but I never choose to disempower them and say that's not true. What I say is, that may be your truth, back to what I said yesterday, but it is not my truth. I'm very clear about what my truth is. So, that being said, it is now time for us to understand that this other space of recognizing that while you may not agree with what the person is saying to you, is it yours to then say, disempower them? And what I mean disempower them is say, you're not right, go into battle, what I call battle energy with them, or conflict energy. There's no purpose in it. It's not yours to, their opinion and their perspective is theirs in their own, even if, let's say, if we wanted to use the right or wrong, even if it is right or wrong, the judgment of that is what is contributing to the negative that we experience in the world. So the negative that we experience in the world is all of those people that we're looking at and we're judging and we're disempowering them because they make choices. Then that energy comes back to you. And if you're choosing to look at the person with compassion, with understanding, with empowerment, meaning you don't agree with them possibly, or you're neutral about it. Even when someone has, let's say, I went into a business agreement with them and they chose to not honor their part of the agreement, or that means I have to, come back to the drawing board and talk about the disillusionment or the things that I'm unhappy about that were part of the agreement. I have one choice. I have one choice up front. Do I say that the person was wrong? That's not usually my choice. Do I get angry? No. I actually point out the truth. The truth is this. This is what was agreed upon. This is what was delivered. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity, but now is my time to say it's time for me to move on. But at no point in that do I go to, you're wrong. I don't like you. I don't like what happened. I'm angry. All of those energies are disempowering energies. And so I always choose, in the face of adversity, I always choose to stand in empowerment of the person while standing in both truths, both the truth of my own and their truth. So, this is what I always choose to do. That's why I say your words and what you're doing in the world are hugely important. So, my suggestion to you would be, next time you're in an argument or you're in something that someone has done you wrong, or you feel misunderstood, or it's with work and you're feeling dishonored at work or what have you, try to understand what your truth in that situation is. What are you unhappy about? Why are you unhappy about it? And then choose to move to the place where you can understand where the person is coming from and still stand in the truth that that wasn't in alignment with yours. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. And choose to empower them. And at the same time, that's also sending that energy of love, acceptance, empowering back to you instead of you're wrong. If you put out the energy of you're wrong, I'm angry, it's fine to be angry, deal with that within this vehicle. You, the other person is not going to, they're either not going to receive it, the anger, or they're going to be dismissive to you. This is you. You're responsible for your own feelings, energy, anger, resentment, love, whatever it is. You're responsible, and you're the steward of that. So, being honest with yourself is usually because what happens in all disagreements is there's usually a disappointment around an expectation. An expectation that they were supposed to do something that they did not do. An expectation that they were supposed to behave in a way that they did not. All of these are usually unsaid things that we keep in our conscious mind, in the ego, waiting for them to disappoint us. We usually hold them at the forefront of our mind, waiting for the disappointment. You heard me right. So, let's move into the space of empowerment and use your words to speak power over people, power over yourself. And therefore, by that, then we change the energy of what's on the planet itself, what we experience as people. There's always going to be conflict resolution. That's a part of the deal. We live in a world that is a balance of light and dark, and this or that, all of that. There's a choice at every moment. So choose your words and choose to empower. And I will see you again tomorrow, or maybe today at 5 p.m., depending on how I feel later on today. However, I will tell you that this is going to be a daily thing for me, where I have different topics that I'm covering, and leading up to Spiritual Smackdown, which is going to be August 3rd. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Speak empowerment over people, and watch how things and situations change very fast. All right. Love you much. Bye.